Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today I am back at the in-laws place, and the plan is to go pick some pawpaws. I was gonna take the kids with me, but they fell asleep on the way over here. And if you got kids, you know sometimes they don't like getting woken up. So I don't think they're gonna be going with me. It might just be me and the wife going out, and we should hopefully be able to remember where all the pawpaw patches were last year. Her dad took us out and showed us where everything was, so we're gonna go out there and try to remember. He had I think 3 little spots that had quite a few trees each, so we're gonna go see how the fruit looks. And of course I forgot my watch, but it's September 9th, I believe, 9th or 10th, and usually it's mid-September. Last year we went out and we got quite a few. I think we got like 2 5-gallon buckets full, but at the same time there was a lot of fruit that was on the ground already eaten, so we're trying to get out there a little bit early this year and see if we can find anything. I'll show you what we brought with us. Thought about bringing a ladder, but I kind of decided against it. He's got one here if we really decide we want one, but these are some of the old baby wipe boxes and diaper boxes, and real heavy duty boxes, too heavy for shipping though. You got the handles on them, so we're going to use those, and then a little grabber. That thing is awesome for picking these things. And of course we brought the tripod, so maybe we can get some good shots out there. So that's it for right now. We're gonna get the keys, load up, and head back and see if we can find these things. Alright, well, we're gonna head on back. Her dad's already been back there and said that they're all still in the trees right now. So we're gonna go back and see how ripe it is. And if they're good to go, we're gonna come back up, and since they're high up on the tree, we'll probably go ahead and say something about getting this tractor out with the bucket and picking them out of the bucket. So we'll see how that works out. So we're gonna head back and see what they look like. Alright, we made it down to the first pawpaw patch area, and it's about half and half. Like this one here is ripe. You can see where it's got some of the black starting on it, and it's soft to the touch, and then some of them are really firm to the touch. So we're gonna go ahead and pick I don't know, probably keep them separated between the ripe ones and the not so ripe ones. I don't know if they're gonna necessarily ripen up while they're, like, once we pick them, they'll ripen off the tree, if that makes sense. But the ones that aren't ripe, because not only do I want the fruit, but I also want the seeds, because they sell really well on eBay, and a lot of people want the seeds for growing their own. And the ones that are just not quite ripe, those seeds come out so much easier than they do out of these ones. You don't have to clean them off as bad and all that stuff. So there you can see all this here. And there's a bunch of small ones over here. They're about, I don't know, 8 to 10 feet tall that aren't producing yet. So, not a bad one. There's a little cluster. Oh, that's a pretty nice one there.
Yeah, pulled off real nice.
So, we're going to pick some of these and hit another spot or two. And we may or may not get the tractor out here. I don't know. We'll have to see.
The bigger ones tend to be up higher.
That is true. Alright, let's get to work real quick and see if we can get There's a nice cluster right there. This is another little spot. First one's just down the hill by the creek bed. This one's a little bit farther up. And yeah, you can see they're kind of all over the place up here too. Here's some a little bit closer and easier to pick. Yeah, these are still a little underripe, but still they'll have good seeds in them. So we're gonna keep picking this little spot. I don't think it's really worth getting the tractor up here. Not set up here, even down there. I've already got probably over half a box or so. And where these self-propagate and grow each year. There's more back there. I mean, when they start a little grove, the conditions are right, they'll take off, it looks like. All these here. And one good thing about being picking these, I guess, is the leaves do really good at shading the ground out. So at least while you're underneath them, you're out of the sun. But all right, back to picking.
633.
All right, well, we got I don't know, about a box, half a box full or so. This box is kind of big, they're hard to fill. But yeah, we got quite a few overall, I believe, and it wasn't too bad. We just tried to grab the ones that were easy pickings. And I'll probably end up coming back next week, maybe with somebody else to help me pick some more of these things, because yeah, there's quite a few left. Quite a few of them need to get ripe. But yeah, like I said, I'm more interested in the seeds right now, because I still got pawpaw preserves from last year that I made. I might make a batch this year, make a fresh batch, and then you know, just eat it right away. So we'll see how that works out. We're gonna stop by another spot probably on the way back, and then call it a day. All right, see you in a minute. Well, that's what we ended up with. Probably a good 20 or 30 pounds worth. Got some there. These are some of the more ripe ones in here. Filled the box up to about here. So, I mean, it's quite a few. Go through them and make sure I got the ripe ones. We're gonna set some of them out and see if they will ripen up on the counter. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the seeds out of some and get those ready for sending out. But overall, not bad. We decided not to take the tractor out. Decided not to take the tractor out or anything. I didn't think it was really worth it to try to get it down, drive it all the way back there, get it down there, go through that extra effort for all of that. For what we're gonna get. Like I said before, I think I might come back and see if somebody wants to come with me, or a couple people want to come with me next week. Pull some of these out of here. If they are super ripe and they're still up on the tree, then we might go ahead and get the tractor out. It just depends. So, not bad. It's been about 30-40 minutes. Kids stayed asleep the whole time. Not a bad day. And got to drive the father-in-law's truck, which is a 5-speed diesel, so that's kind of fun. You don't get to drive 5 speeds anymore lately. So that's it. Y'all have a good one.